You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started.
What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command. Now, this very thirst-quenching article was sent to me by Beta Talk 357, and it was published on the 24th of March. Women should be eligible for the draft, Commission recommends. Oh yes, ladies. Oh yes. You see, you're not going to be able to cherry pick the good parts of equality anymore, especially in this current time. Wait a minute. Shh. Gentlemen, do you hear that? Oh yeah, that's right. Where are the calls to smash the patriarchy? I haven't heard anything like that. Have you, gentlemen? Of course not. You see, right now, the feminists have been shut down. And all it took was a bug and about 14 damn days to do it. Gentlemen, if you think when this blows over, things are going to go back to the way that they used to be, no. Now, this is a time that all men have to unite and say, okay, we're going to reestablish the patriarchy, a soft patriarchy, put men back in charge, give men their authority back. Doesn't matter. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, Lebanese, it doesn't matter. Men, this is the time for us to unite and say, look, we're going to take back our authority, or we're going to let it all burn. Anyway, back to this article. This is a necessary and fair step, making it possible to draw on the talent of a unified nation in a time of national emergency, the commissioners wrote in the 255-page report obtained by Politico. The 11-member commission's final report, which was required by the 2017 National Defense Authorization Act, was briefed to the Pentagon on Monday and will be presented to the White House and congressional staffers Tuesday. The report does not require action, but its recommendations pave the way for lawmakers to include women in the draft more than 100 years after Congress passed the Military Selective Service Act in 1917. While no one has been conscripted into the U.S. military in more than 40 years, the act requires all American men to register for the draft when they turn 18. Men who fail to register can be fined, imprisoned, and denied services such as federal student loans. You see, ladies, you want to talk about male privilege? This is one of the privileges that we have, and I use the term privilege very loosely. A Pentagon spokesperson did not immediately respond to a request for comment. The recommendation comes 5 years after then Defense Secretary Ash Carter formally rescinded the Pentagon's combat exclusion policy that had prevented women from serving in combat roles. Today, more than 224,000 women serve on active duty, and at least 30 women completed the U.S. Army Ranger School as of August 2019, according to the report. Now, Terrence Popp can definitely tell you about how things were fudged to get those women through. While it's not clear that Congress will immediately take up legislation to allow women to register for selective service, the report gives lawmakers a mandate to do so. That's right, mandate it. Make it mandatory. In 2017, Rep. Jackie Speier offered an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act that would have required women to register for the draft, but the proposal was dropped from the bill. And I wonder who got it dropped from the bill. We all know. At the time, Mac Thornberry, then chairman of the Armed Service Committee, argued the amendment was getting ahead of the mandate review. A proposal to expand the draft to include women was first introduced in 2016 by then Rep. Duncan Hunter, a vocal opponent of women serving in combat, in an unusual episode during negotiations over the annual defense policy bill. Hunter offered the amendment as a dare and then voted against his own proposal. Sounds like he pretty much cucked out. Today, the public's opinion on including women in the draft is mixed, with 53% supporting the change and 38% opposing in a 2017 survey cited by the commission. Well, the majority of people are saying yes, women should be included in the draft. Anything over 50% is the majority. So yes, the majority of people want women to be included in the draft. So let's make this happen. Equality, ladies, equality. The commission heard from many people who, quote unquote, fervently believed women should not be required to register for the draft. And we all know who those fervent people were. Feminists and their lackeys. Some expressed concerns that including women would damage their ability to perform their unique status in society as wives, mothers, caregivers. Let me raise my hand and go ahead and say this. They're already failing at those things. Divorce rate, anyone? Yeah, 80% of divorces are filed by who? Women. So they failed as wives. As mothers, the single mother epidemic. No, scratch that. That's a pandemic too. So they're failing as single mothers, as it's being shown right now. Caregivers, give me a fucking break. They've already failed as that too. Anyway, others raised concerns over the possible risks to women posed by combat roles, saying women are more likely to be injured in training. Remember, ladies, you're not built for this. You want to get out there and try to play equality until equality comes a knocking at the door, just like the barbarian. And we see now, what are women doing? They're trying to latch onto any man who would take them on. Yeah, ladies, you wanted this, you're going to get it. Some asserted that integrating female conscripts would have a significant impact on military readiness, due in large part to natural physical differences between men and women that have practical consequences for the lethality of gender-integrated fighting units, according to the report. Whoa. Wait a minute. What have we been told for the past, 5 to 6 years? Matter of fact, the last decade. Fuck it. Men and women are equal. That's what women have been pushing to say. We want equal representation. We want equality. Men and women are equal. Okay. So now guess what? You're going to be treated as equals. So my idea would be this. Since they're worried about gender integrated units, have separate units. Have all female regiments, have all male regiments. Do not mix the two in together. Let them work in tandem, but not together. Oh yeah, this is going to be very interesting. And as a matter of fact, there have been exercises in which certain military assets actually did tests with gender integrated units versus solely male units. And guess who performed better? I'm not even going to say that. Yes, I am. The all-male units performed better and were able to get the mission done faster and more efficient than the integrated units. Why? Because there's one thing that's definitely going to screw up any integrated unit. It is the white knight mentality of the men. If that woman gets injured in combat, their natural white knight instinct is going to kick in to protect her. Therefore, she's going to compromise the mission. However, ladies, I'm full on board with the draft. Just how it should be implemented. Back to the article. But calls to expand the draft to women have been growing in recent years. Of course, in a 2019 case, a federal judge in Texas ruled that an all-male draft was unconstitutional in response to a lawsuit brought forward by the National Coalition for Men. See, that right there was a small victory. However, that small victory is now going to make a major impact. Experts argue that allowing women to participate in the draft will enable the military to access a wider talent pool, as well as allow women to share in a fundamental civil obligation. Hell yeah. It's insulting to suggest America's mothers, wives, and daughters couldn't contribute, whether the need were rebuilding levees after a national disaster or repelling an invasion from our shores. Corey Shaky, Director of Foreign and Defense Policies at the American Enterprise Institute, told the commission. America's daughters should be slotted into service as their physical and emotional stability proves capable of, just like America's sons. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, ladies, you wanted this equality? Oh, looks like you're going to get it. No more cherry picking the plate. No more saying, oh, we'll take this right here, but we're going to throw this over to the side because we don't like that. No, you get the whole shit sandwich, just like us men have. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving this. Well, gentlemen, read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, now that the power has gone out and feminism has gone out right along with it, you're going to experience the true equality that you so say you desire. That's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am out.